Gaming is Therapy. Today I'm bringing you episode number 10 of our Fantasy EFL Football, and it's time to reveal the community teams. So we're only going to be doing 2 today. Thank you to everyone who submitted a team. I personally ran out of time, so it's 100% on me. If you'd like to resubmit for game week 3, I will do my best to include you in game week 3, so apologies if you didn't make the cut for game week 2. It is purely on me. Show your frustration in the comment section below. It is what it is. I really do apologise. I will get my act together. So today we're going to start off with Oi Barker with his team selection and team picks. The team selection will appear like magic. Interesting. Okay, we've got the 3-2-1. We're going to start with club picks, and they are Coventry and Leicester. Now, these are the reasons why he's gone with Coventry and Leicester. I think the Championship is much more predictable than Leagues 1 and 2. I really back Coventry to win their game as it is home, and they have been on the edge of promotion for multiple years now, and I see them being this year as being their push through. Interesting. You actually think, what do you think for the playoff final, or actually making it to the Premier League? Let me know in the comment section below. That would be an interesting one, as I don't think Southampton and Ipswich will be particularly good. I'm going to agree. I'm sort of the jury's out on Southampton. Ipswich, on the other hand, I mean, they've sold a lot and they've released a lot. And again, I don't think they've done any amazing business. I'm not sure I consider them to be, they'll be poor. I think they'll be in amongst it. They've got to be playoff stroke automatic, surely. Can we agree on that one? Let me know in the comment section below. I went for Leicester as they're also at home, and I think Sheffield Wednesday will have a worse year than last year after losing Charles, who I viewed as their best player. So moving on to the goalkeeper, he's gone with Ben Wilson, which is Coventry. I wanted a Cough asset, but didn't like many of their outfield players, so I thought I should have one in goal. Depends on who starts. Yeah, 100%. Solid pick, and I think having Coventry assets is a good thing. Moving on to defenders, I went for Anderson because I like the look of Shrewsbury's defence, and even though they were made worse, I still think clearances will be a way to score points, and Anderson made 13. I went for Barker mainly because I'm a Crawley fan. Oh, interesting. But also because even though we had a poor opening fixture, he still picked up 10 clearances and 3 tackles, and he's prone to getting blocks too. Oh, that's interesting. That's food for 4. I like that. I'm also like him because of the fixture. I believe Crawley will finish well this season, and Barker will lead the way, being the captain and the first name on the team sheet. The demon in defence, Mickey Dimitru, I just felt was a solid player who was safe and has a good fixture. Yeah, 100%. Against Accrington Stanley, he'll do business. It's the demon in defence. He's just a machine. Even with the way they've changed the points, I still think the demon will do massive business for people. Massive business, even though I haven't selected him, which is a little bit strange. I think I've got a thing for Gillespie, but we'll leave it there. Midfield, I'm not keen on Ipswich, but I can see Smodic scoring a lot of goals and getting shots away, and obviously creating chances and getting assists as well. Although I don't like Birmingham away as an easy fixture. It's a risky one. Anything could happen with promoted teams, but I see Smodic as a safe pick and a pretty nailed in my team. Birmingham have recruited really, really well. What's everyone's thoughts on Birmingham's recruitment? Do you see them being top 3 or playoffs? I've got to say, it's an interesting one because, again, I think the Championship this year is just super competitive. In my opinion, I just think it's super competitive. As we move on to Winks, if he starts, which I'm assuming he will, although I've not done too much research, last minute Jit is going to have to be looking at those team sheets. He will boss the midfield, and I view Sheffield Wednesday at home as an easy fixture. Thought he could be changed. Does anyone know how he's done in pre-season? Has he picked up any injuries? Has he played all the games? Has he looked good? Anyone got any information on that? Just let us know in the comment section below. That would be fantastic. In attack, obviously Salic, the Ibra of League 1, should get goals at some point. Yeah, it definitely wasn't going to be game week 1 where he blanked. Yeah, I agree with that one. I expect him to score plenty of goals. It's a slightly harder fixture, but I can see Cardiff in particular doing well, and was thinking about picking them for a club. That's an interesting one. Also, he does mention, which I love, cheer for this, Barker, may change Anderson, Winks and Ibra. There is 3 potential changes, which is always good to know, train of thought, etc. But there we go. So that's team number 1. Team number 2, we won't talk about game week 1 because Gooden & Co outscored me. I'm going to rekindle our battle from last season, which was nothing more than just plain banter. It was just a bit of fun, a good laugh. So I'm going to reignite that. But that's the team. The 3-2-1 this week, not the 2-2. So that's going to be interesting. We've got Cooper, Clara, Demon, Anderson. Interesting. Is it McGrandles or MC Grandles? I'm going to call him MC Grandles from now on. Colwill and Alfie May. And then 2 team selections, Leicester City and Barnsley. Okay, interesting. And this is what I love. So here we go. First draft of game week 2. As always, very likely subject to change, obviously, just due to the way the fixtures and injuries and etc. pops up, especially how game week 1 went. Yep, no, I can agree with that one, mate. Mine was awful as well. Yours was better, though, because you outscored me. Back to the 3-2-1 formation, as defensive points still seem strongest based on game week 1. That is true. And now I'm sitting here with a 2-3-1. Right, let's crack on with team picks. So Leicester City, at home to a club that is going through similar challenges as Reading, have just got out of. I very much hope that Wednesday can get out of this, and Morecambe too. But they will be no match for the Foxes. Although I'm guessing Wednesday fans will be more pleased that they still have a club to play the fixture than what the result will be. No, you're probably right there, to be fair. I think it's going to take a massive effort for Wednesday to stay in the Championship, if I'm honest. Hopefully they do. It was my granddad's team, so yeah, we'll have to wait and see how the season unfolds. As we move on to Barnsley, had a great start to the season away at Plymouth, and I think there'll be too much for the Brewers at home. I've got to be honest with you, I did not expect them to batter Plymouth. I honestly thought Plymouth would put in a better performance and actually beat Barnsley, so yeah, I was surprised by that myself. And I agree, I think there'll be too much for the Brewers at home as well, hence why I've put a Barnsley lad in my team. Goalkeeper, Michael Cooper of Sheffield United. Nearly said Wednesday, good lord. Him and Trafford were the best keepers last season, so expecting similar season for him. I hope for the Robins' sake it's not 4-0 again, but I can see the Blades being cutthroat again here. Yeah, no, I don't expect a 4-0. As we move into the defence, we've got Christoph Clara of Birmingham City, another standout player last season. Yep, 100%, he was a bloody man mountain. It'll be interesting to see how the Blues adjust to life in the Championship, as it will be for Ipswich too. Even if there's no clean sheet, I'm still hoping for a good haul of points from Clara. Yep, I can see this game being really interesting. I think it's going to be end to end. I don't rate the recruitment by Ipswich at this moment in time. They've let so many players go, be it sold or free transfers. I don't think the recruitment in has been superb. Obviously, there's still a window. There's still talk of Hutchinson going. There's talk of players coming in. I think it's going to be interesting. I'm really impressed with Birmingham's recruitment, and I think they're staking their claim for really having a crack at promotion. As we move on to Mickey Dimitru of Crew Alexandra. Demon in defence, need I say more? No, sir. Absolutely hit the nail on the head. Finally, Tom Anderson of Shrewsbury Town. Shrewsbury kept Bromley and Cheek quiet. Yeah, really surprised by that. I expected Cheek to have a goal return, if I'm honest. He was nearly in my team over Collins. He was quiet at the weekend, and Anderson was involved in everything. Can he do the same against Tranmere? But yeah, no, I think Shrewsbury will have too much for Tranmere, and I think he'll be busy at times though. So yeah, I can see you getting a decent points return, if I'm honest. We'll slip into the midfield. We'll start with Connor MC Grandles of Lincoln City. Lincoln's midfield bossed Reading out of the game on Saturday, and I expect them to do the same to AFC Wimbledon, with MC McGrandles getting more attacking returns, and interceptions. Yeah, I was really impressed by Lincoln against Reading. Again, I didn't really foresee that. I thought Reading would have too much for him. I was hoping for Wingy to do some major business. I think he had a solid game. Ruben Colwill of Cardiff City. Cardiff really didn't get going until the second half against the Posh. No, 100% agree with you there, mate. I thought they were atrocious up until that second half. But Colwill sparked that revival with his goal, and I expect a much better Bluebirds performance against Port Vale. Me too, hence why I've gone for them as a club pick, and I've gone with 2 assets, which could be really, really silly. One of my personal favourites in EFL fantasy football, Alfie May. I really like him. He was cracking it. I liked him when he was at Charlton. Obviously last year when he was at Birmingham, decent return, and now he's at Huddersfield, which is this one blows my mind. Hurts me to do this, but another player we know the pedigree of in League One, already on the score sheet against Orient. I can see him causing the Royals' defence problems. Our games with the Terriers are either high scoring or 0-0 draws. Refers to 2017 as a bad memory, so let's see. Those are the 2 teams. Let us know what you think of both teams in the comment section below. We'll leave it there. As always, I will catch you later.